CFR Network, CFR Sports, back in the lab, diligently working. Apologies for the lack of content. Work has been extremely busy, but I've still been keeping up. I've been watching, just haven't been able to get the content. So let's do the old recap. And let's start off with one of the most exciting cards, in my humble opinion. And we've obviously we've got the UFC card to catch up on also. So let's just jump straight into it. Went down. Grand Prix semi-finals. Julie Metzibaba came in alternate off a very impressive debut. And she came in with a lot of bravado, a lot of talk. Unfortunately, wasn't able to necessarily, should we say, dictate her game plan and get the victory. Unanimous 3-round decision. Stamp Fairtex did the thing. Excellent performance. And we got ourselves a fight. It was a very, very, very good main event. The Tigress Rita Polgarts pulled it out 3-round, the unanimous decision against Olsen. Looked tremendous. Looked tremendous. She's on. She. This is a very sort of new stage in her athletic career, and she's doing good. I think the striking obviously needs to be improved. But yeah, we've got ourselves a fight. Ritu and Stamp Fairtex. That is going to be interesting. Improved cardio, I would say, from Ritu as well. Stamp's cardio has never necessarily been in question, but that's going to be a very interesting fight. And the winner will obviously take on Miss Lee. So yeah, I know I'll obviously get a nice little Grand Prix strap as well. So yeah, it's working out cool. It's working out real cool. Anderson Silva, not the Spider. Anderson Silva, heavyweights, kickboxing, unanimous decision. Isis Poor. We're gonna get with the names now. We're gonna get with the names. It was a good back and forth. I just don't think the output was there from Anderson. Yeah, interesting fight. Interesting fight. Krill, unanimous 3-round decision against just Dustin Johnson, who from Canada, who made his debut within one championship. And the first round, he was getting fucking battered. Pardon the profanity. He was getting. Krill was putting it on him. Heavyweight, we've got some. We've got a contender, no longer a prospect. I think give him another fight, and then maybe we should be talking about championship title fight, because he looked very good. Gentleman from Belarus, very well rounded, good length, size, very much all rounded, good fighter, and yeah, I would say a very impressive victory. I would say from Dustin though, he showed a lot of heart. That first round, it was very, very shaky, should we say? Yeah, but he showed a good debut. Even though he didn't get the victory, he still went the 3 rounds. Um, Good to see him come back and see what he can actually do. Strawweight, Lee Tao, second round TKO by Jeremy, Miado. Jeremy came in. He was confident as hell. I'm sure he said he was going to take him out in the second round as well. I'm sure he was real confident and was saying some stuff. But he looked slick, man. Very slick. That jab. The boxing was really, really on point. He's had very much a resurgence. Interesting to see his next fight, because how he looked in this event, if he can maintain that high level of precision and power, um, we've definitely got ourselves another worthy contender there, really, after a few fights. Lightweight to start off the cards. Isaev, is it? Isaev? Unanimous 3-round decision, lightweight kickboxing. Stoisha, I think that's the right pronunciation. Isaev, I call him the young Tim Kennedy because he looks just like him, like he could be his little brother. Very good fight, very good fight. I don't think I've seen Isaev fight before, not many times, but it would be interesting to see maybe a light heavyweight Grand Prix. Put this guy in because he very much impressed me in his fight on this card, most definitely. Overall, very exciting card. Still available, but the card is available on the old One Super app or on the old Boob Tube. So check it out if you missed it. Very interesting and very different cards mixed in with the obviously the kickboxing and the mixed martial arts. PFL. Let's move on to the old PFL. Now, let's first of all say, how tricky is it to watch PFL? I don't think they're doing themselves much favors, but we all know if you're in America, I guess it's very easy for you to watch that, or Canada maybe. But yeah, as we thought, Kayla Harrison won. Level of competition, level of competition. Um, eh, Two-time judo gold medalist. Is it gold medalist? Yeah. Excellent grappler. She's becoming an excellent mixed martial artist. Is it 11-0 now? Is it, or 12-0? Last fight on her contract as well. What does she do next? Does she stay within PFL and continue to beat up competition, which isn't necessarily, no disrespect to the young ladies, but isn't necessarily competition, and collect that million, that millie? She's getting paid very well. Should she continue within PFL? You know, get to what, 19-0 or some shit, and then maybe go to another organization. I mean, there's plenty of options, man. There are plenty of options. The competitor in her should be saying, look, yeah, I've thanks very much for the opportunity. I've done very well financially, and I've got some good experience in this league, in this promotion. Let me go to a a Bellator, for instance, or let me go to a UFC. I am very much sure that either of those promotions would be happy to see the young lady join. Um, because there's definitely some talent there. It's just the level of competition is questionable at this stage. That's the only sort of topic of discussion when it comes to Kayla in the PFL. And they're doing their job. They're definitely getting some worthy opponents of sorts. Um, that division, that women's division, they really need to get a lot more talent within that if she's going to stay there. Even if she isn't, actually, that they definitely need to bolster that. The other divisions within the men's, they're full of killers, people you haven't even heard of. Ray Cooper the third did it again. Magomedov first defeat. Um, yeah, Ray's doing his thing, man. And in his case, he could go pretty much anywhere, but it's guaranteed money. Very regular seasons in regards to when you can fight outside of the crazy stuff that happens, and still taking place. But obviously, fights are still now happening in these bubbles and all that kind of stuff. So maybe PFL is a good fit for him, um, financially. He's still getting challenged. He's most definitely still getting challenged there. Um, the quote, Clarissa Shields, first professional loss. Congratulations to the winner, the young lady Montez. It was a decision victory, and she did her thing. We saw some improvements from Clarissa. Personally, um, I mean, it is a fight, and this is her second professional fight, and she's done it within a very quick period. But um, yeah, there's work that needs to be done. She's a champion, a boxing champion, and she took it well. She took it well. Very surprised that well, I'm not surprised. It's a stupid that this Jake Paul thing and calling her a loser and all this kind of stuff. It's interesting to say the least, but it's this modern era of the stupid social media and being quote unquote I don't know what you call it, man, these days. Clout, is it? That's it. The clout chasing and all that foolishness. Um, yeah, man. Back to the drawing board. I didn't think her striking for being a boxer. I didn't think her striking was at the level that it should be. It it looked Her striking looked quite amateur to be critical at times. But yeah, it's second fight. Let's see where her fighting career within mixed martial arts goes. Um, this should put a bit of a fire under her belly, and let's see where she goes from the loss. The rebound loss trustfully will result in a victory, more diligent work within the John Winkle camp, and obviously whilst she's doing sparring, etc., and learning, because it is a forever learning game. But yeah, ultimately, PFL sort it out, more accessible and available for people in the Bellator, Fedor, the last emperor, the aging last emperor, with a crazy tan as well, man. I've never seen him looking that tanned. Did the thing for Tim Johnson. Wow. Done his dance. Congratulations. There is even potentially fighting again, and I thought this was his last fight. Um, I think maybe it is time for him to hang it up. Yeah, at the age he is now, the wars he's been through, etc. He's very inactive. But yeah, overall, I'm going to be very critical of this Bellator card. It wasn't the best, especially the main card. Um, very Russian heavy, obviously based upon where the card was, which is all good. But I just uh, the level of fighters wasn't not overall. Or is it overall? Yeah, I'm going to be critical. Yeah, I didn't think it was the best fights. There were some real good ones, some interesting ones, I guess. The one that stuck out to me, obviously, was the main event. You know, quick TKO from Fedor, and then the Brumtown boy, Aiden Lee, second round. Was it a rear naked choke? Was it of Alexander Astorov? Decent record. 10 victories, 5 losses. Last loss for Aiden was via Pico. And Ashtaroth is 8-3-1. So very comparable. But it was it was just a shutdown. Team Renegade on the rise. Very interested to see what Bellator will do. You know, they've got a card coming up in Dublin where, you know, throw him on that as well, man. Give him another quick turnaround if someone falls out or something. Let's see Aiden work. But yeah, I didn't really think much of the little Moscow card in itself. Where was another fight? This one here. Darinda Mazdyuk, 4-3-0, took on Karitsiana. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah. Saruya, 5-4. When they were in the cage, she looked a lot more taller and rangier than Darina. There was really hyping this young lady up who had lots of tattoos and stuff, and apparently she fought some 500-pound guy before, I guess, for like some sort of marketing, I guess. But yeah, Katsarina, or if that's her right pronunciation, yeah, whatever. Cats, let's just call her Cat. I was rooting for her because she, you know, underdog rules and all them somethings there. Um, she stuck to her game plan. She used her reach and her length and got a nice victory. I don't think many. I think she was brought in to lose based upon the commentary and, you know, everyone. I think was, and she's coming from Poland, so she was the in enemy territories. But yeah, man, she did her thing. Not a very high level fight, but you know, it was still good. And yeah, that was an interesting Bellator card. But trustfully, the Dublin cards, we've got the lightweight strap up. We've got some interesting players and characters on this card. So let us see what happens. Like, comment, subscribe, and most definitely share. And what was your thoughts on the 3 cards? Leave some comments.